Sophia and I am doing a PhD in environmental research, specifically looking at how volcanoes interact with marine ecosystems at the University of Oxford. So I actually heard about GeoIntern and GeoTenerife more broadly at a kind of a volcanology group meeting in Durham, where I was just on the hunt for PhDs, and I got invited to a small kind of volcanology group meeting to kind of see how they worked and what they did, and someone there mentioned GeoTenerife and mentioned their internship program. And after kind of reading about the different opportunities that were offered and the kind of program and how it was set up, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to kind of get that hands-on experience that I needed before starting my postgrad course here at Oxford. GeoTenerife or GeoIntern lasted around 4 weeks, and there was kind of like a different program each week, and the way that it was set up in my experience was that the first 2 weeks kind of had more of a focus on science communication. And specifically in week 1 we had some lectures on kind of scientific writing, and so science communication through writing, be it news articles, blogs, that kind of thing, in like the morning and the evening. And then during the day we would go out into the field to look at different volcanic deposits around the island and kind of relate that to our science communication training, and like how would we communicate what we were learning about to peers, to people who have no idea about volcanoes, to professors, whoever your audience may be. So that was really good. And then in the second week we continued with the science communication, but we had more of a focus on video and kind of more kind of media focused forms of communication. So that was really interesting as well, to kind of get the comparison between the writing in week 1 and then the videos in week 2. And then week 3 and 4 is where you kind of do the more researchy field work focus part of the internship. And for me, I in week 3 went to La Palma, so we left Tenerife, like half the group left Tenerife and went to La Palma, where we looked at the lava flows from the 2021 eruption, which for me was kind of the highlight, I think, of the whole experience, because I had never seen kind of, you know, fresh lava or anything like that, or even just kind of a volcano that was degassing still. So that for me was definitely a highlight. So the program in GeoIntern was run kind of mainly during the week, but at the weekends GeoIntern organises extra excursions and activities that you can take part in, which are completely optional, but I would recommend taking part in them if you have the choice. One of them was going kind of whale and dolphin watching, so that was really good and really nice. And we also got to have a wee dip in the sea if you wanted to have a little swim. But my favourite thing was definitely hiking down Mount Teide, which we did. For us it was in the last week. That was definitely a highlight. And we stayed in La Palma for roughly 10 days and then went back to Tenerife like halfway through week 4. And then for the last few days in Tenerife, kind of wrapping things up and writing like a report on your research and preparing a presentation, and obviously reuniting with everyone that was left in Tenerife. If you are considering applying for GeoIntern, or you're looking for some advice, I would say definitely apply, but I think for me, be honest, I in my application kind of said, look, I don't know much about volcanoes, I am a chemist, but I want to know more about volcanoes, I am trying to learn more about volcanoes, and I think you guys are the best people to teach me about volcanoes. So yeah, I think honesty will really help in your application.
What type of lava flow is it?
Yeah, and then a big celebration at the end to say goodbye. But definitely for me, I loved being able to see both islands, 2 islands essentially, during my time there, and kind of comparing their volcanic landscapes and seeing how it's shaped the island and the people who live on them. So extremely interesting.